Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Governors for the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education and the IUP Council of Trustees, it's my great privilege to offer a few remarks this afternoon in honor of Dr. Michael A. Driscoll. I was asked to be both brief and poignant in my remarks. A truly frightening challenge for a guy who makes his living by talking a lot and saying as little as possible. On paper, however, by any objective standards, Dr. Michael Driscoll, the presidential candidate, had all the requisite education, degrees, academic achievements, experience, and overall resume necessary to easily qualify him as presidential material. Because of those credentials and an equally impressive track record, Dr. Driscoll truly earned the right to be named IUP's president. In that regard, there is no doubt that we got all we bargained for and expected: a bright, intuitive, articulate professional with proven leadership skills and abilities. However, I would submit to you that in Mike Driscoll, the man and the person, we got so much more than we ever hoped for or expected. So much more than can ever be reflected on a paper resume or a professional CV. From the very beginning, without knowing exactly what it was apparent that there was something special, very special about Mike, that separated him, distinguished him, and distanced him from the rest of the pack. Well, in the relatively short time Mike has been with us, he has revealed to us, and we have discovered for ourselves, exactly what makes this man so uniquely special. The bottom line is this: Mike Driscoll, the person, has already proven himself to be an exceedingly good man with a huge heart and a humble spirit, whose DNA is saturated with heavy concentrations of common sense, integrity, honesty, and depth of character. Mike is a wonderful listener who believes in speaking only after he has carefully and respectfully considered the thoughts, opinions, and perspectives of others. He's the consummate team player who routinely downplays his own accomplishments and contributions, while preferring instead to build the confidence and self-esteem of those around him. Mike's genuine humility makes him the guy who constantly deflects credit for any accomplishment, while instead freely passing it on to others. More impressively, he chooses to accept full responsibility for any shortfalls or failures, absolutely refusing to shift or assign blame. I recall very well the first time I met Mike. As a candidate for this job, he came to visit campus, and some of the trustees and I had dinner with him. As I approached to meet him for the very first time, we shook hands, and I respectfully said, "Dr. Driscoll, it's very nice to meet you." Without hesitation, he looked me straight in the eye and said, "It's Mike. Please, just call me Mike." And for me, it's been Mike ever since, because frankly, that's what he's more comfortable with. He's a humble, caring guy who's much more interested in what you have to say than the title or degree you hold. Mike is driven by selflessness and a genuine concern for others. It's never about him or his personal agenda. He always prefers others over himself. And trust me, he deeply cares about every single student and every single employee of this university. Moreover, Mike is absolutely sold out to strengthening IUP's relationship with the greater Indiana community. And it's not just talk either. he's already taking action. He is truly committed to making a real difference in the lives of others, both on and off campus. In my opinion, because of his management style, his even temperament, his solid character, and his genuine approach, we have already seen tangible and profoundly positive results, both here and in the community. Mike also has an incredible sense of humor, and consistent with who he is, never takes himself too seriously. He's the first one to make fun of himself when it's warranted, and at times it is. Needless to say, Mike Driscoll is the real deal. He's the total package. As my 87-year-old dad would say, he's the genuine article, the real McCoy. Or, as my 17-year-old daughter would say, he's legit, Dad. But that's not all. There's even more. Have you met his wife, Becky? Well, she's just as genuine, just as talented, and just as wonderful in her own right. We got the best package deal imaginable. Mike Driscoll clearly personifies an explosive combination of gifts and abilities. He has the skills, the passion, the vision, the principles, the intangibles, and his incredible wife, Becky, to lead this great university from its past successes to an even brighter and more dynamic future. There's no doubt that Mike Driscoll is the right guy at the right time, in the right place, doing things the right way for the right reasons. And I dare say we are righteously blessed to have him. And for you television fans of Alaska's Gold Rush, well, IUP went to Alaska. We mined the Driscoll claim. We hit pay dirt, and we came home with the mother lode. President Michael and First Lady Becky Driscoll. So, on behalf of the Board of Governors, the IUP Council of Trustees, the greater Indiana community, and the Indiana community at large, we all welcome and embrace you, Mike and Becky, as our new President and First Lady, our new colleagues, our new community partners, our new neighbors, and most importantly, our new friends.